Forms have lots of properties and settings we can discuss, so let's have a look at their general settings. You have the Contipso Gallery button and Personal Gallery button, from which you can directly replace any shape and form that you have loaded. You can select a new one and it will show up in the size of the field it has been up to now. So let's undo that and try again. We can make it smaller or stretch it a bit. And when we load the triangle, it is actually stretched and has the same proportions as the square did. So let's undo those and again demonstrate more of the possible settings. You can change the position. For example, we can write 50 here and the position of the shape in the field changed, and we can make that 25, and again the X and Y coordinates changed for the shape. You can make different width and height for that form also. But let's bring it back to normal. When you click the button Fix, it gets defaulted back to its original state. Now you have the color settings and the type of fill. Also you have the outline color, so you can enter an outline color for that form and decide how many pixels it should be, so you can make it outlined. The next thing we will show is how to manually edit that shape. Click on the edit button and you will be taken to a pop-up menu that's called SVG settings, and you have the shape itself and control points that are available to be edited. On the right you have the parameters and you can choose to close the path if it's not connected for all of the points, but in this case it is, so this wouldn't make any changes. Then you have the grid size, and to show what we mean, let's turn on the grid, and these are the points where we can change different things and points in the form. We can edit the grid size and make it bigger so that it has bigger squares in it, and we can select a point. When you select a point, you have different point types. The first one being the point itself, but it's not connected, so we should close, and now it will stay connected to the other point, so it will not break off. Then you have the second point type, which will create a smaller point between this point and another point, and that could be used to twist in a wavy manner the point. As you can see, we dragged up to here, but the wave is different than the angle. Next we can select 2-point settings, so we can make this one like this and this one to be in the opposite direction. And again, if we move the main point, we can create different shapes and different twists in the structure of the points. You can also set those from here and slide those sliders so that you can move the points more specifically. You can enter numbers, for example, we can make that 80 or bring it back to 75 as it was. And the last type, you have points that could go over each other and cover different types of shapes. You have settings for sweep flags as well. At the bottom you have remove this point to delete it. But if you're ready and decided that this is the shape you would like to see, click on Save the Changes, and now the shape is in that design and looks like the way it should.